Hey guys, this is Josh from AcabadoTheme.com, and today what I wanted to do is just kind of go over how you can use the Gutenberg editor to just make a landing page, and your creativity is as far as you're able to push it. So the one on here was just a quick one I assembled just to kind of show how you can assemble it. As you'll note, there's no header, there's just the page itself and no footer, and there's no page title telling you that the page is set up. So for the ideal landing page, obviously you want to have nothing that detracts from your effort to accomplish the goal. So this is why they'll typically have a section on this side that would be all about what you're doing, and then on the right side maybe it would be like an email sign up, or the giveaway is over here, and then on this side is the sign up and download today. But it's to make sure you can't sidetrack them with other information about your site. So there's really two parts to creating this. You have a bunch of specific custom CSS that has to be done to remove the masthead and to remove the footer, and then in addition you'll want to remove the page title, because the page title will show up at the top. Sorry about that. And after that, what you'll have is your open canvas inside Gutenberg, where you can make columns if you're interested. You can add in anything that you're wanting to have for your users. So I just really tossed together basically a contact form real quick, just because I wanted to have an example with some stuff on it. And I don't have a product or anything to sell currently, so there's nothing that I knew of that would be a nice cleanup method for this. But we're going to go through making this in just 1 second. So when you go over here, what you're going to need to do is create a page. So what you do is you just would create a new page, and we'll just make this one, landing page example. And then we're just going to use the default. I'm going to do some additional ones where I'll do build with an Elementor and a build with Divi, just to kind of show what examples can be done. So what you want to do is at least save this, and then if you go to preview, if you'll see down here in the bottom left hand side, that'll say the website name, and then it'll say page ID 1891, and that obviously it would be a preview. So you're going to want to note that 1891 for yourself, because that part is going to be used to tell the CSS which page you're attempting to hide everything from. So for now, since we're going to hide the title, I'm just going to put it in the title so we can remember. Again, if you go here, you can see it is down here at the bottom left hand side of the screen. It actually tells you what the page ID is. So you just want to make note, because that page ID is going to be different for every single person, and it's going to just increment up as you create pages and posts. So that number will just keep changing. So now that we have that post, if we were to preview it, you're going to see it comes with all of this on it. So it's not a very good landing page. Let's do what we want to do then. Okay, so the next part you can do is to remove the sidebar. As part of Acabado and Pages, you can come in here and actually do full width layout, and then when you save it, and we'll have the preview over here, reload. Now you know that the sidebar is gone, and now we're full page. So now you've eliminated the sidebar from being an issue. So what you'll need to do next is actually go into Acabado settings, and then Acabado settings, and then down here into custom CSS. What you want to do is I've got them all outlined here specifically. So this is the masthead is the header, so it removes this section. So you could copy this section into here, and instead of the X, we know that it's 1891. So just to show you, when you update that part, now when I refresh, now you'll see that part is gone. So you're removing piece by piece the things you want to have not show up. You'll note that I have a bar up here that's just kind of an announcement bar, so I can remove that. I made my own little announcement specifically to remove that, so we're going to add this. You won't have to, because you're not running, if you're not running my announcement, there's no point. You won't need it because it won't be on your site. But this means now you're just down to your heading being there and the footer. So the next part is, when you come down here, is another way for finding your post ID. When you hover over like the edit, it'll show you down in the bottom left hand corner also. So you can grab specifically the ID. You're just caring about the number. So now that we got the masthead gone, now you want the header gone. And the header is just this section, because you don't want that to show up. So back down into the custom CSS, you'll want to add this, and again, you're going to want to put your page ID back in. When we update, and now you'll notice the page is gone. So slowly but surely you're getting a full blank canvas. Next is that you need to remove the footer. So what you'll want to do is come over here and you can remove the footer. So we can go over here, same thing all the way to the bottom, and then you'll want to remove this part and go with 1891 here. Now you update, and now when you refresh, you have a fully blank canvas. So now you have a perfect setup for any landing page. So this is where you'd want to go if you were going to use Divi, if you were going to use Elementor, or if you're going to use Gutenberg. You want to have a full blank canvas so that everything you build is all only focused on getting the information you're trying to get out of that page. The last part in configuring the page is that you want to go into the page itself. And once you're inside the page, you need to go down to there we go, the post and page settings. And then for a landing page, you don't want it to show up in Google. You don't want it to be indexed. So you want to go ahead and check mark the no index for this page and then save it again. This is just to make sure that if Google sees it, it won't list it as a URL for people to find it through the search engine. Which can help if people are looking at your site through like the site, using the site search specifically inside Google. You don't want them to find the pages you're not interested in them finding. So again, once you've got that part, it's not going to change the preview, so it's still just going to be a blank canvas. But now you're free to start building your page inside Gutenberg here. So you could, for example, do, some kind of column layout, right? And in here you could have, that I have some kind of amazing offer if they would just click on the deal, right? We're just going to throw in a contact box because I'm not going to go through building a form currently, because you're going to need to, that's going to be very dependent on what kind of forms you have. So what we'll do is just we'll just go ahead and toss in that form builder. So inside Gutenberg, obviously, this editor isn't a perfect representation of what the front looks like because the content is squished. So you can save a draft real quick. And then on the preview side, you can go take a look, see? And obviously you may want to have, some, some text that you would want, right? So you would make this a header, right? And you would make it align with the top, and you could give it, a background or something if you wanted to, right? You can play around with these things. Make it look as you want up here, and really all it is your landing page typically is driving home the sales point itself. So like on a download for free, it's easy enough to fill this all in and put in a contact form 7 or some kind of contact form over here that is just, as soon as they submit and it adds them to your email sends that email to them that has the download attached to it. So it's just an auto response from there, but that means they join your chain and can add to your email list. So this was really just to kind of explain how you can utilize Acabado to build your landing page itself with just Gutenberg and not any special editor specifically. I'm going to try and finish one for Divi and Elementor hopefully this weekend, just to show the options that are available, since Elementor has a free version. It's more publicly used, and then Divi is the plugin has to be part of your purchase through Elegant Themes, but Elementor Pro can come up with additional tools too with their paid version if you would choose. But this way it's a chance for you to see how you can use them along with this landing page tutorial to build out a page to capture emails and get yourself some email signups, or maybe do independent offers specifically for a product, or as a thank you page afterwards. You could build a thank you page in the same manner as this, so that once they buy the product and are redirected to your website, they come back to a landing page that's just about thank you, and maybe leads them towards a second deal, or leads them towards where you'd want them to go after they made that purchase. Hopefully this has helped you guys today. I'd love to hear in the comments anything, and I do apologize for my voice. I've had the flu and some of this stuff hasn't gone away yet with a little cough, and I just wanted to get a chance out to help you guys build your Acabado theme out and utilize the things that are there very easily. And then in the comments below, I'll actually link to the post that shows how to add each one of these and the custom CSS portions. And then I would love to see what you guys build. You can leave comments on the actual page on the website, or send them to me through comments on here. I would love to see what people create and how it's working for you. Thank you guys. This is Josh from AcabadoTheme.com, and have yourself a good weekend. Be safe. Bye.